Some of the men in our team just said in that commercial break, asked if we could have Ruth, the previous lady, back every week to do a spot every week. All right, what makes a really good love story? A beautiful heroine, a strapping hero, a twist of fate, and undying love. This next romantic saga has it all and more. So if you love a good love story, then this one will probably take the cake. The wedding cake, that is. Would you please welcome newlyweds, Edna and Daniel Doherty. Welcome, Dan. Welcome, Edna. Yeah. I mentioned newlyweds. How long ago was the wedding?
2 weeks and 2 days.
2 weeks and 2 days, and how many hours, Ed?
Less 2 hours.
Less 2 hours.
Yeah.
Less 2 hours. And are you still on a honeymoon or not?
Yes.
Yes.
This is all part of it.
Yes.
And this was the wedding dress, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
All right, really, really nice. Now, love the second time around for both of you?
Yes.
As good as the first or different?
It's different, but it's nice. It's good. We've got no hassles now. Not rearing babies and not worrying.
Oh, you've ruled that out, have you?
There's a chance.
No, this is...
Daniel said there's a chance. Oh, that's the right attitude.
And not worrying over money.
No. And
No.
So none of those normal newlywed...
No.
How long were you married the first time?
53 years.
And for you, Daniel?
48.5 years.
Okay. And both spouses have passed away?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So and how long have you known Daniel now?
Now.
Altogether? Not the last 2.5 weeks, I mean, but...
All my life.
Since you were...
Since I was...
Okay. So you went to primary school together, obviously?
Yes. Yeah.
And were you always keen on Edna?
Yes, I'd admit it.
You've got to admit it while you hold her hand here. Now, when is that photo taken? So who's who?
Oh, that's me with the children.
Oh, that's you with your 4 children?
With mine, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And you've lived in Newcastle all your lives, or thereabouts?
I was born in West Australia.
Right.
Yeah.
And you came up, but you've lived around the corner from each other?
Yeah.
And even when you were married, tell me more, who's this? Who was that one? I missed that one. Let's have a look again.
That's me, and that's my sister.
Okay, how old were you there, Edna? Which is you, in the pink or blue?
I was about 16 there.
In the pink or blue?
I'm in the blue.
The blue, okay, all right. So did you date as teenagers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yes.
She thought it was a bit fast, that's the only trouble.
As a young bloke, you were too fast, were you?
Yeah, father thought I was.
So Dad steered you away from Daniel onto some other bloke, eh?
Yeah. He's all right. I used to drive him round sometime, but I couldn't get too close.
To his daughter?
Yeah.
So you were a truck driver?
Yes.
Yeah.
In those days, all right. Now, so what did you, be honest, now you can say it seeing as you're married, what did you think of this bloke when he was a young man? What did
He was very nice.
Good looking?
Yes. But we just wandered off, you know.
For 60 years or so?
60-odd years, yes. Yeah.
All right. So then suddenly, but is it true you had been living almost around the corner from each other all these years?
Yes, only about 4 streets away, and I never saw him only once.
Isn't that amazing? Small world, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so then what happens? How do you meet up again?
Oh, we met up in the chemist shop before Christmas.
That's pretty romantic, in the chemist shop before Christmas, eh?
She said to me, come up and see me. Like, she said, hello, Dan Doherty. And she said, I talked for about 10 minutes. My son said no one can get away in 10 minutes.
Not from him.
Yeah, so anyhow, she said to me before I went, she said, come up and see me. Did I say that?
Said, didn't it?
I said, come around and see me. He said, come up and see me.
So hang on, but did you recognise each other in the chemist shop?
She did, but I didn't.
He didn't remember me. Isn't it dreadful?
It is dreadful. Shame, Daniel.
Yeah.
She hasn't changed, has she, in 60 years?
No, when I heard of, when she talked a little bit, that all come back to me, you know, the attitude and everything.
So what did you say, Edna, when you first walked up when you recognised him? Here's Daniel Doherty?
Yeah. I said, hello, Danny Doherty. And he turned around. He remembered my voice, though.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So now you've got the invitation to come around and see her?
Yeah.
And did
I
you...
took it up.
You did?
Yeah.
And how long did you take before you decided you were going to get married? Well, who popped the question?
He did.
Did he?
He wouldn't take no for an answer. He kept on and on and on and on.
But Daniel, what about? I mean, there must have been. Were your family in agreement? Did they approve of you?
Oh,
getting
they
married?
said I was too old.
Too old. They always say that, don't they?
Yeah.
My family were very happy. They loved Dan.
But now they said to me, well, you've taken a step, all
You
right.
made your bed, you got a light on it.
But they're quite happy now that, you know, they said, I see you love her and that there, and they said she loves you, and she said everything comes with love, so that's it.
How long had you been alone since your wife died?
About roughly just on 10 years.
Okay, and for you, Edna?
Nearly 5.
All right, but so again, why decide to get married? Can I ask how old you are, Dan?
83 last January.
83?
And I'm 80.
You're 80?
Yes.
All right, isn't that terrific?
She's 81 in a couple of months.
While you were applauding, did you hear that Daniel said she's 81 in a couple of months, and she said, shut up. Let me read you a poem that... do you write many poems, Edna?
Yeah.
Edna, here's one she wrote. I'll just read you a part
To
of it.
Dan with love.
To Danny Boy with love from Edna. This is one she wrote. You write in the kitchen?
And I wrote it in bed between 2 and 3 in the morning.
All right. When Dan and I were 17, just a few short years ago, the world to us was clean and green, but the road was hard to hoe. There were no such things as bank cards. We had to buy as we could judge. But we still had lots of fun then, and without the help of drugs. Dan had a roving eye for me, but fate said it wasn't to be. So we wandered off on our separate ways, but he came back at 83. We saw part of the wedding reception there. Was it a big reception with all your children and grandchildren?
I had 2 granddaughters as bridesmaids.
Right.
He had his son, and I had my son
To give her away.
Your son to give you away.
Yeah.
That's a turn of the
Yeah,
cards.
yeah.
And between you, you've got 17 grandchildren and 5 great-grandchildren.
Yes, between us, yes.
It's not a bad effort. Now, can I ask you, Dan, again, why did you decide there's a good spread? Was that put on by the family?
Yeah,
That's
no,
it.
the Ladies' Fellowship
It's a church.
at the
Okay.
church did all that.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
There you go. We're looking at it again there. Now, but why decide to get married, Daniel, as against saying...
Well, I tell you what, when I seen a good sort, I was lonely, and I thought to myself, well, here's a chance, you know. And I only had the invitation, and I thought to myself, well, why live on your own when you can get someone to do it? But I fell in because I got to do the washing up and that now.
Oh, have you? You thought you were getting someone to do it, eh?
Yeah, now I do the washing up.
He wouldn't take no for an answer.
So you were saying no first up. You thought maybe not, Edna. No, maybe it's not at this stage of life.
Yeah, I kept saying no, there'll be too many hassles. But he wouldn't.
And 2 weeks and 2 days later?
He wore me down
He
with his
wore-
gentle persuasion.
Was that right? His gentle persuasion. How have things changed for you?
For me, well, I'm washing shirts now, and
But obviously having a companion, someone...
very compatible we are, yes. We haven't had any arguments or anything.
Oh, we're still on our honeymoon yet, though.
That'll really start when you get back. It's a good story, and our congratulations. Was that the ring? Is that a new ring?
Yes, this one.
Yeah, well, let's just... Then I'll get that. Glenn's a wizard. Just stand... Hey, stay, hang on here, love. Here, Edna, just give it to me. Yep, there we go. So that's the wedding ring...
With the
And
rubies.
then-
With the rubies.
Yeah.
Okay. You got quite a handful there now, haven't you?
Yes, I love rings.
You love rings. All right. Congratulations then.
Yeah.
Fantastic news. And as you heard from everyone here, I mean, it's a lovely story.
Well, the
Thank you.
doctor said I got about 7 years if I keep going, he said.
7. Why only 7?
Oh, well, I don't know, he said to Edna,
They
he said...
don't know.
He said to Edna, he said, look after him. He said he's got about 7 years left in his life. He said, healthy life, he said, and he said, don't run him down.
Well, what do you reckon he's got, Edna? How many? A good 25?
Well, my family said I'll live till I'm 100, so he'll live till he's 100 too, I reckon.
Well, good on you. We hope you both do. Thank you, Edna. And thank you, Daniel, very much.
Thank you.
Don't leave us, Edna.
Yeah.